Hey, hi everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. I am super excited to share this with you. All of you know me. I worked in the restaurant business for a long time, and I finally started working as a realtor. But then I had my baby, and I decided that I want to stay home and um, not work anymore crazy hours, and somebody else raising my kid like in daycare from 8 to 6. So about a year ago, Anna, the person that is joining us in this meeting, contacted me. She was a total stranger. She contacted me through Facebook. We had a mutual friend, and she presented this business offer for me. And at that moment, I just wasn't ready to start with this. Nicola was just born, and I didn't want to even think about working. In the meantime, I was also searching for products for my sister and my mother. They have been diagnosed with the degenerative arthritis, and their disease actually got worse throughout the years. It had been like over 10 years. And last year, there are days that they cannot even get out of the bed. So I was searching for products to help them out. And a few months ago, I actually start seeing testimonials of all our clients using our products, and finally it clicked, and I realized that what I saw a year ago from Anna, that it makes sense and these products are really good. So I contacted her back and I said, I'm ready. I want to start the business and keep Nicola with me, and as well start using them and give it to my mother and sister. So I have that opportunity in a month. I'm taking the whole supply of a year to them. And in the meantime, Anna became my dear friend. Um, and if you decide to maybe join our team, Anna, you will be in my team and Anna's team, and she's a great supporter. So I will pass the microphone to Anna. She will tell you more about her journey and how she started. And again, thank you all guys for joining me tonight. Anna, microphone is yours.
Thank you so much, Natalia, for this great introduction. I'm super excited to have you all here. And like Natalia said, my name is Anna Stropnik. I'm going to be your host for tonight. I also come from Croatia, so I think we can even do the presentation in our language, but I'm not really comfortable about talking about science in my language. I almost forgot. I've been living here for like 11 years here in Fort Lauderdale. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm going to be sharing the screen, and we will get right on the presentation. Just 1 second. Can you all see this? Can you all see my screen? Yes, okay, perfect. Yeah, I can't hear anyone because I muted everyone. Great. All right, so today I wanted to talk to you about what Natalia mentioned just a little bit about the Lifevantage opportunity and the products that are pretty much like have changed my life and have changed my family's life. I don't know about you. I know Natalia has a story about her sister and her mother. My husband and I, we had lost a really dear friend to us from pancreatic cancer a few years ago, and it's just, you know, like I wish I knew something like this existed, and it was really heartbreaking for us. And like even during like this was brought to me when I first heard about Lifevantage. Very few months after that, my dad was actually diagnosed with prostate cancer as well. So it's just with how our health and how our wellness is so important to us. I'm sure you have people around you that are dear to you, that you know that are struggling in some form with their health. And like just now, cancer rates are being 1 to 3, like one in 3 people in the world in their lifetime will be diagnosed with cancer, heart conditions, just all sorts of different diseases are piling up. They're making us age faster. They're making our quality of life very bad. So when I heard about these products and when I saw what they do, I just fell in absolutely in love with them, and I knew I was going to take these for lifetime. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about it as we go along. But before that, I want to just tell you just briefly a little bit about my story. I come from Croatia. I've been living here in Fort Lauderdale for the last 8 years. I moved here to Florida 11 years ago. And I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I just had a baby. She's 3 months old, and I have a son that is 5 years old now. So the same like Natalia, I was, when my son was born, I was in search for something. I knew there had to be a better way, because my background is massage therapy and aesthetics, and that's what I've been doing for 20 something years. And then when I had my baby, I was like, I can't do those hours anymore. I can't be working nights, holidays, weekends. Then I was like looking for something else. I wasn't really looking for an opportunity like this. I'm like, okay, maybe I can study for something. Maybe I can finish a course. And that's how I got into medical coding, which is something that I do right now. And but that wasn't the solution either. I started working for a medical doctor. My hours were from 8 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, which is just typical, business hours, Monday to Friday. But that meant that I was leaving my son at a daycare. He was then 2 years old, from 7 in the morning until picking him up at 6 p.m. Oftentimes he would be the last kid being picked up from school. So I would be crying on my way from work to home, because I would be like, maybe it's raining, maybe it's an accident, and I have to pick him up so late. And he's like 2 years old. He didn't know any better, but I knew better. And thankfully, this opportunity came to me when I really didn't have any other solutions. I did not want to trade my time for money anymore, because I didn't want to be away from my family. But we needed money. We had the daycare expense, we had the mortgage, so it was just like a perfect opportunity that basically landed on my door. So that's how I got started 2 years ago with this. So today you're going to hear more about how we are able now. This is a brand new technology. This is something that is really exciting, because in this field, in biohacking, we really don't have competition. We are leading the way in what we call nutrigenomics. We can now help our genes and basically everything that is forming in our bodies, in our cells, all the damage that is happening from the outside environment, we can now help our body function best. So it's not about products, it's about our body that has the ability to function and to fight off anything that comes in our environment, from our environment. But we did not know this. It's something that we stop kind of producing at the age of 20. When we start aging at the age of 20, and we stop producing these protective anti-aging enzymes that are keeping us healthy. So we are being bombarded with everything else in the environment, and we age way faster. And that's why we see the rise of all these diseases that I mentioned earlier. So this is how our company really started. If you saw, Natalia sent you in the invite, there is a video called ABC Investigative Report inside. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch it after we finish this. When I first saw this, my jaw was literally on the floor because I saw hope. I was like, oh my goodness, there's actually something that we can now take that will help us reverse our aging. What they did back in 2005 in this report, they drew blood on a live TV, and they proved on TV, on investigative report, when they were trying to, say that the guy that is our scientist, Dr. Joe McCord, is like, oh, he's saying he can reverse aging. Ha ha, let's see what he can do. But they agreed, they're going to do this live show, and they showed how the blood of an 80-year-old, they could not distinguish the blood from an 80-year-old to a 20-year-old. They cannot distinguish his blood after 2 weeks from a newborn baby. So this is absolutely huge. This is something that the medical industry has been trying to figure out. What is this that is causing our aging? And they finally found it. So then back in 2005, that video absolutely exploded. Everyone wanted to get a hold of this product, but there was only one problem. They didn't have manufacturing, marketing team, sales team that was just like sitting there waiting to take their order. So people were getting frustrated, and for like 4 years the company was trying to sell in CVS, in GNC, in different vitamin stores, but they were not being successful. So they were like trying internet sales, and it's just for 4 years they were really struggling. They're publicly traded companies, so they were almost taken off NASDAQ. But then in 2009 they hired an expert team, and they said, you know, you have this amazing product. All you need is a person-to-person distribution to distribute this product. And thankfully they did. So now our product went from basically making zero money to making 200 million in sales globally. We are now in 18 markets all around the world. So but that was not it. It was also the different prestigious universities. They wanted to do independent investigation on our product, and right now we actually have 24 peer-reviewed studies that you can see. I will share how you can see those a little bit later. But this is what's happening to our body. We are being hijacked every single day by our destructive environment. So by our GMOs and pesticides and herbicides and all of these things that we have in our food, you know, we are just like everything that we are breathing in, eating, drinking, we are getting what we call free radical damage in every single cell of our body, every single organ. So with that, we are damaging our organs. We are aging way faster. So that's why we see the rise of all these diseases. So what we do here in Lifevantage, we are actually able to biohack our natural biology. So we are helping our body to heal itself again. So we are becoming the best version of ourselves, and we're using a $1 million word, which is called nutrigenomics. And this is like we're using naturally found compounds, so some herbs you maybe heard of already, and we are using it to affect our genes, to change our gene expression. So we are at the forefront at this nutrigenomics of this movement in our company. So it all started with this product. If you watch this ABC report, it's our product, Protendum Nerve 2 Synergizer. So what it does, it lowers something that is called oxidative stress, which is from all this environmental damage, by 40% in the first 30 days after you take it. So what does that really mean? Before, what we thought, you know, that's working really with our body is taking vitamins, taking multivitamins, you know, that is something that is going to help us. We didn't really ever feel any different. When you actually take maybe any of our ingredients that are in here that you see on the bottom individually, like turmeric, green tea, you do not lower that oxidative stress to the level that is even like significant. So you can be taking, I don't know, like 300 vitamin C tablets, or like I don't know how many blueberries, pounds of blueberries per day, to create the amount of antioxidants that this product does. It actually activates your own body's ability to make antioxidants, and it stimulates all these three major enzymes that when they're low in our body, they're linked to all different diseases. So when you if you want to do studies, and if you want to see that our product, where it's published, it's on pubmed.gov. So this is a National Library of Medicine. This is where doctors and scientists go to like find proof and to validate the product. So if you type in Protendum, you will see our 24 peer-reviewed studies there. If you are somebody who likes the science, if you look at the for example, number 4 is saying on how our product is the only natural product that extends life. They did a 10-year study by National Institute of Aging. Study number 20, it connects our product with people who suffer with multiple sclerosis. There's so many different things. So if you have time, read through these. They're absolutely amazing. And what's really interesting here is our product is made out of 5 herbs. So it's unheard of that a natural product can actually do this, and it's even published in here. So this is really, really amazing. And if you type in oxidative stress, and you type in oxidative stress with any disease that you want to see if there is a link, you will find the link to almost anything. So this is something that, when I first started, there was maybe like 150,000 searches of oxidative stress. Now it's almost like 180,000. It's something that, people are looking for, they're searching for. People are not anymore, I'm just going to take medications and I'll be fine. They are looking for better ways. They're looking for natural ways. They don't want to have any more side effects of the drugs that they're causing. So they're looking for something like this, and they're perfectly positioned to give it to them. So I'm not going to go too much into other products. I'm just going to skip through this really quickly. But Protendum has a sister product now that works on number 2 cause of aging and disease, which is our mitochondria.
Hi, Jamie. Thanks for joining us.
So it helps to support cognitive health, brain health. And when you think of energy, what has come in mind? So it's our muscles, brain, heart. It supports all that. So if you need extra energy, this is the sister product to that. The third thing is our product, probiotic. Probio. You maybe are already taking probiotic already. There's an interesting graph. If you see here in the on the bottom, we are patented with BioTract formula. So what it means, our probiotic capsules have a coating that helps it go into the intestines where they need to go in order to work. If they did not have this protection, what would happen was they would actually be eaten and dissolved by stomach acids, because most of the probiotics on the market out there, they're only absorbed like 4%. Because of our formula, we absorb 60%. So those bacteria, they go where they need to go. You're not just flushing down, the product down the toilet. So it's a really, really amazing product, and it also has immune technology, because you probably know that our probiotic, our gut is connected to our brain. So it's our second brain, and if it's not functioning properly with all the foods and all the bad things that we have in our foods today, we are pretty much eating everything processed right now. So when our gut is not functioning properly, we are not properly absorbing nutrients from foods, and maybe we're craving sugars, we are craving who knows what, because we are not really what we eat, we are what we digest. So if our gut is not functioning properly, we are not digesting properly. And then the fourth thing is what we have is our omegas. And if you ever taken fish oil, you probably know that you have that like ugly burp afterwards, or like have that fishy smell, and we just don't want to take them. These are amazing. If you ask Natalia, when we take them, you can actually chew them. They have this lemon taste, and these fishes that we take them from, we can actually trace the fish to the bottle. We know exactly where they're from, and they're completely clean. So instead of maybe eating like sardines and all these fish that are maybe contaminated with mercury and all the bad stuff, this is a clean way to take those omega-3s without fillers. A super, super great quality. So if you're thinking, what would be a good way to start, we actually combine these 4 products into what we call Vitality Stack. So this is really everything that we need on daily basis to help those pathways in our body. So we are helping our body reverse aging, helping our cells, helping that coating on our cells, getting more energy, and making our body function at its best. So they made it really simple to use. They come in little sachets, and all you do is just take them every day, and you're good to go. So that's our vitality stack. And now we also have our Axio, which is our smart energy drink. And this is something that I start my day with, and I don't drink coffee personally, so I take a decaffeinated one. If you think of, like you need something for energy, but you don't want to be taking, chemicals, added caffeine, added sugars, added artificial sweeteners, and artificial who knows what, which is everything that we now have on the market, which is all our energy drinks like Red Bulls, you name it, all of that is really, really bad for us. But what this is, you can think of it as a brain food. If you ever feel like, oh, what did I come in here for in this room? This is like when our brains are just not functioning properly. This will give you that amazing energy throughout the day without the jitters and make you feel great. So absolutely amazing. And this is something that I'm actually excited about. After having a baby, I gained quite a bit of weight, and we have our weight management system here as well. It just was rebranded. It's even better than it used to be, and every year with Lifevantage we actually have a competition. We have a challenge for 90 days. It's just starting in a few days. It's starting March 1st, where two people who win, one male and one female, can actually win $5,000 in cash for the best transformation. So the best transformation doesn't even have to be the person who lost the most weight. They are going by the pictures, so I think I have a pretty good chance, and I'm excited to enter this contest. So what this consists of, it's a whey protein. So if we want to lose weight, but we don't want to lose muscles, so we need to substitute that good protein. We have a prebiotic, which then just feed the probiotic that we are already taking. So if you think of the planting seeds of bacteria, this is just feeding them and giving them nutrients they need to grow and nourish. And then we have our amazing fat burner that is now even better and stronger. So it's something that helps your body burn fat even when you're resting. So really, really great, clinically proven to do so. And that's why I love these products. So then I'm actually an esthetician by profession, and I was always very skeptical about any type of skincare, and especially if somebody tells me that, like 4 products can actually change someone's skin. But now that I understand that how we age internally, this is what our skincare does externally, because our skin is the largest organ in the body, and it's being even more hijacked from outside environment, from our UV rays, sun, all sorts of things. It's creating that free radical damage, oxidative stress, and you guessed it, it's actually #1 cause of wrinkles. So my skin and everyone who I know that's been using this skincare, we are seeing, that our skin is feeling and looking better than it did before we started. So super excited, super simple system, like 4 things, and you would absolutely love it. So if you see in the bottom, it helps with acne, it helps with anti-aging, it helps with eczema, sensitive skin, all of that, because it makes our skin heal itself. So it's something very, very new, and we are the only ones that are using this Nerve 2 technology on the skin for now. This is our newest brand, our newest product, because why? If we are already biohacking and already using this Nerve 2 pathway on our skin and inside of our body, we actually started with the hair system, because our hair is really what, through our scalp, we are absorbing so much of the chemicals. So most of the shampoos, anything that you can buy in the regular store, it has sulfates, it has parabens, it has all these chemicals that are really bad for our hair, and our hair absorbs way more than our skin does. So we are getting that into our system. So if we are already taking care of our body, we really need to be taking care of our hair. So our system is clinically proven to actually work on the scalp which is where our hair follicles are. Everything else that we see outside is already dead hair, so we're treating the follicle of the hair, and the results that we're seeing so far, we've only been using these products and studying them for 3 months, and we already see like regrowth in hair. I'll show you some of the testimonials. It's absolutely incredible. So we're really proud to say that we're rated 1 to 2 on I think Dirty app, which rates different cosmetics out there by their cleanliness. So if you're thinking, oh, I already use sulfate-free shampoo, they're probably rated 8. Believe me, I try to put in the app all different types of different shampoos. So there's like a L'Oreal that is 8, and it's sulfate free. So it's not everything that's sulfate free that is so good for our hair. So let me just show you a little bit. So these are some of the results. I mean, this girl over here, I was just in Charleston at our academy, and she was sharing her story. She has psoriasis on her scalp, and she's a young girl. She's, I think, 17 or 18 years old, and she was so embarrassed and self-conscious about her hair, and you can just imagine what kind of confidence it gave her that she's actually seen these results. And this is one of our leads, Rachel's mom. So like the same blow dryer, the same hair, and just if you look, from October till January, look at that growth and the shine and everything in the hair, and the people who are losing hair. I've tested this on my husband. I have his before and after pictures. It's absolutely amazing. So really, really excited about this. So if you're someone who is looking, you maybe want to get started, so anywhere from just starting on a nerve to Protendum, which is our core main product, or you can get started on a vitality stack, or maybe you wanted to try some more products here. I will actually show you the way on how you can get those products free if you decide to do so. But if not, if you wanted to get started, just let Natalia know or me know. We can create a special card for you, so you can get started on any of these products right now. And I wanted to share with you a little bit about the business that Natalia and I just joined. So what we know about social entrepreneurship is that everything right now is done on our phones. Can you imagine, like before we had cell phones, we had like Walkmans, and we had the radio, and we had cameras, and we had all that separate, and now everything's on the phone. And now with the apps that we can like call a taxi, we can order food. It's just like we don't even like call taxis anymore. We just use apps for everything. Here is just an example. Look what Facebook has done. There's like 2.2 billion people on Facebook. HelloFresh, you can get your food ordered. I'm just looking into a new app that is actually, you can order groceries and get them delivered to your house for free or for a really small fee. So I'm looking into that because I don't really want to go shopping with 2 small kids to a store. I can get it delivered right there. So people are looking how to save time and just like conveniently from their cell phone. But also being in this new gig economy, the trends are going that everyone who is our age now, we are not going to see that social security probably, and if we are, it's very likely that we will not be able to live off of it. So now people already are looking to substitute their incomes. Who do you know that drives Uber? Now there's so many people that use their car to drive people and like spend times and hours after they finish their work to make extra money. They rent parts of their homes for Airbnb, not because they want to, but they need that extra money. So, and now with millennials, there are they are looking for ways how they can work smarter, and having all this technology in our hands, It's actually helping us do so. So with Amazon, you know, like who like goes to Barnes and Nobles to buy books anymore, or with anything, you just go and order it through Amazon. So this is how our economy is shifting, and that's why with us, you know, finding this perfect meld with network marketing, with person-to-person distribution, and using social media. That's what we are doing. So if you think, you know, this network marketing, it's something, it's an ancient industry. It's been done for generations and generations, but now we just revamped the way we are doing it, and it's still growing. There's now this is a global billions on how much money is spent in network marketing on products. So just imagine 40% of that, somebody's getting paid, somebody's making money. Why not you? So this is what we're doing. We are actually incorporating laptop lifestyle. Actually now, like, I use my cell phone for everything, and we are just doing something that we do anyway. We are social sharing. We are loving these products, and we are sharing them with the ones that we love, that we want to see a better health as well. So it's very, very simple. You just basically use the app, use the cell phone, share it anywhere in the world. My business is in 6 markets already, all around the world, and we use Zoom like this, you know, to present the products. I'm presenting to Australia next week. So it's just everything is now with the technology available to us, and we don't have to carry any stock if we don't want to. Everything gets shipped right to the door. So different way to run a business. Everyone who gets started in a business, they get a portal just like this. You get your personal shopping website, and our job is really just to drive people to the website, and it's state-of-the-art one. You can create cards for somebody specifically, like whatever they need, and you just send it to them, and in just few clicks you get it, you know, shipped and delivered to your door anywhere in our markets, in 18 markets all around the world. So you probably wonder, how do you do this business? So maybe like just hearing about these products, you know, people who maybe need to use it, maybe some people came in mind already. So those are going to be your network of consumers, of customers. But also, you know, some people maybe need extra money. Maybe they're looking for that plan B. There are going to be your network of distributors. So it's really simple. Our business is to build the networks of consumers and build networks of distributors, just sharing the information. So the way you get started, everyone gets started with a starter kit that gives you everything that you need to start the business, little samples, brochures and guides, and our blueprint. And this is how you get paid. So you get anywhere from 30 to 40% in commissions when you get started. Now this is how, if you're serious about starting a business, you want to start on a pack that gives you enough product so you can create that testimonial amongst your friends and family fast. So there's a way to start a pack with 350 up to 1250. So depending on which pack you start, more product you have, more discount you have as well. I just heard one of our leaders. She said it really funny. You know, when you're starting a business, when you're starting a liquor store, you don't start it with a 6-pack buds. You start it with, you know, like inventory. So, you know, more inventory we have, faster we are building this business. And when you think about, you know, like if you're starting a traditional business, just think about how much money you would invest in a traditional business, in a franchise. You know, like anything like from $50,000 and up, right? There's nothing before that. So really, this is low startup fee and really low overhead to run a business. So I encourage everyone to get started on that. Like whatever it is you want to do it, but starting on a higher pack gives you more chance, and it gives you that fast track to run on. So how we get paid in here is we get paid weekly and we get paid monthly. Our compensation plan is something that is done very fairly. You might have heard, like in these industries, oh, you know, it's like only people on the top make money. I can tell you that's not true with us. So what you want to be looking at when you first get started, you want to look at this weekly. What is this weekly uh, paying me? You can actually get paid 30 to 40% in commissions for any sales, any new customers you get. You also get paid bonuses, $100 to $400 bonuses in our fast start commissions. And there is like, if you're launching fast, if you're like ready to go and launching your business fast, there's also another like $700 to be made in your first 3 months, just in bonuses. So it's done very fairly. And then you're learning as you're growing your business, and then you're building this monthly income. Those are those royalty commissions. That's something that you maybe heard of, you know, like where we make big money. That's what you're growing, but you're getting paid at the same time while you're learning. So this is how far we can take this, because we are a publicly traded company. This is our income disclosure statement done for 2017. And if you're looking at this monthly average column, the first column, this is what our distributors get paid in the company. So maybe you're looking at something like Pro 3. Pro 3 is a first core rank. Typically takes about 3 months on average to get to that rank. So getting $580 monthly extra, think about it, that's like $6,000, $7,000 a year extra. I started just to make about $1,000 extra a month, and that was something that I didn't have to now go and like work at the spa or something else. I was able to make that income from home while I was with my son already. So you maybe are looking to make that income. Maybe you're looking at our level Pro 5. I'm at the Pro 5 level right now. So it's a plan that it may take you like maybe a year to get there. Some people get it faster, some people get it slower, but this is already, you know, on the edge of maybe making this a full-time income. So our Pro 5s, you know, making like $30,000 extra a year, that's almost one extra salary. You know, now I have options. You know, do I want to keep my full-time job, or do I want to just commit and do this full time? Or you know, like if you're looking down here, committing anywhere from 3 to 5 years, 7 years, you know, there's our elite ranks. So making, you know, $11,000 a month, this is what our elite leaders are making. So that could be something where you're bringing your spouse home. You know, we can all dream big, and we have in our company people who are making way more than that. For example, our Carrie Dickey, who is our leader in our team, she's already Executive Master Pro 10 after 9 years being in a company. So you can just imagine like what lifestyle and how many people she's been able to help to get to where we want to go as well. So you probably wonder, can I do this? So one thing I'm going to say is, like, you are never alone. You know, Natalia, like, she knows that she can rely on me like every day with I'm going to be helping all the way until she's ready to do this on her own. I have a leader who introduced this to me. Her name is Vicky, and she helped me for a year building this business until I was able to do it on my own. And she lives in the UK. So she would be waking up at 2 a.m. to do presentation just like this for me, for my audience, for my friends. So it's really doable to do it this way. So in the beginning, it really is a simple system. All you do is you're inviting people to take a look at presentation like this. You to take a look at a video that we shared with you, the ABC Prime Investigative Report, maybe join our group, Live Long and Strong, and see some of the testimonials that we share from people that had incredible results with our product. So it really is a simple business. I've never done this industry ever before. I was kind of skeptical about it, but then I absolutely fell in love with this. I fell in love with the products, and I fell in love with the ability to be able to work from home. And now my passion is just to help Natalia and moms just like this. I'm very passionate about helping moms to show them that there is a better way, that we don't have to, you know, work corporate and, you know, like where people don't really have understanding for our needs as being moms, you know, to explain why we have to go and pump milk in the bathrooms and, you know, things like that. And that's something that I went through, and I just know now that there is a better way, and we are building it. We're proving that the system works. So, so you probably fall in one of the categories here, you know, like one of three categories really. Like you want to maybe start a business. Maybe you want to just try the product first and see how that goes, or maybe you need some more information, and we would be happy to share that information with you. If you would like to see any more science or anything like that, just let us know. We will send it your way, and we'll help to answer any questions. So thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to actually stop the recording first. Just a second.